Let's count down, shall we? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cheers to a healthier you. Applying these 7 tips will allow you to see the shift that you have been looking for. I'm Marisha, your health and wellness coach of MBody Fitness. Let's get right into it. Number 7, go grounding. Okay, so it's these tips are going to be like literal, okay? And it's going to be telling you exactly what to do. So you're going to say, damn, how can I go grounding? I don't have that environment to be in. If you live in a house with wooden floors, you can walk around barefoot, sit on that floor, okay? Not the vinyl stuff, not that fake wood, real wood floors. You can go grounding in the pool. So if you swim, that ground is below ground level. So that is an electric um, area or space to be in. If you're near a beach, you can go in the sand and even in the water. If you don't have any grass, but you have a space where you could go in the dirt, you can do that. Grounding is there as well. If you have a backyard, you definitely should be taking advantage of this and going grounding, sitting down, put your hands in there, dig your hands in there. Or if you have a trusted space in the park, in your neighborhood, go there. Find somewhere to go, sit down, and get yourself together. And the extra with that is if you sit against a tree with your back against a tree, it is almost like you are charging yourself, like you're plugging yourself in how you would your phone. All right, so if you prioritize charging your phone to be on social media or call people, then prioritize charging yourself. Every time you charge your phone, you got to think about it, but like, did I take time to charge myself today? Because that's literally what grounding is. It is bringing you back to 100%. And, I don't know how to explain it in a scientific way, but layman's terms, it's basically bringing you back to 100%. Okay. And I'm not saying that you're going to be like Superman. Like, you're not going to be able to go and like punch somebody out. Maybe you could, depending on how you're eating. But you will feel a difference if you sit for like 10, 15 minutes. Number 6, take a breather. And I'm not just talking about that type of breather, although that is a great way of starting it off. I'm talking about removing yourself from your craft, from your work, from your family, and be by yourself and take a breather. Something that normally helps bring back creativity is doing something totally opposite of whatever it is you are focusing on. So if you are reading, go watch something educational or something funny. Do something totally opposite. Go for a walk. Take a breather, 10, 15 minutes, a half an hour, even a day if you want, or a full 3-day swing or a weekend. If that's too much for you, then time yourself and do like 30 minutes or even a nap. Naps are underrated. They are the underdogs, and I appreciate naps. A snooze of 20 or 30 minutes will have me going like, booyaka, booyaka. But take a breather, and I guarantee you'll see a difference in your work or your performance at work. Number 5, be kind to yourself. Far too many times I am guilty of this, and I'm 99% certain that you probably have done this before, where you cussed yourself out for forgetting something in the house. You're like, dang, I'm already running late. I gotta go back and do this. Damn, you cussing. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh my gosh, I'm so, dang, bro. Like, I can't even believe I did this type of thing. And you got to chill with talking to yourself like that. Bad enough we already have a lot of people in the world who talk ignorantly and project, right? So you don't want to project or regurgitate on yourself the negative terminology. So if you could retract the words when you say it, because guess what? I still do this. I catch myself and I'm like, you know what? I'm not stupid, but I'm glad I did catch this mistake so that I can fix it immediately. And that's how I'm showing gratitude to the universe for myself and my mind working in its rightful way. Catch yourself, check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's what I want to say. Um, even if you catch yourself, popping yourself. A lot of people slap their legs and like, stomp their feet and bang their body. Even when you do that, pump your brakes on that and be like, you know what, I'm sorry, body. Whatever body part, thank you for supporting me. I didn't mean that. I'm lashing out. And that's going to be the start of you having a great relationship with yourself. Talk to yourself in the mirror as well. In the mirror, in the AM, a lot of times we just like stare at ourselves, right? You just be like zombie mode. You just like you brushing your teeth, you like washing your face. Now, when you walk in that bathroom or you get up out your room and you see the mirror, wherever you have a mirror at, and you see yourself, you better smile. I don't care how early it is. Hey, what's up? Yeah, we back at this again. Yes, we are a team. Pep talk yourself and get yourself going in a positive attitude of gratitude and keep it going all day. Number 4, be active. Okay, so if you've been watching some of my videos, you know that I am not the typical person when I explain terminology. So being active does not have to be the definition that the world shows, where you got to be in the gym and be fit to be in the gym working out. Be active. Can you be you dancing in a dance class? It could be you walking with your family. Um, if the weather does not permit you to go outside, guess what? You can walk back and forth in your house. This is what I do when the weather is, acting, let herself have a moment, whether it's raining or snowing or whatever. I'll turn up the TV all the way up, volume up on YouTube University, find a workout jam or playlist that's for the length of the time that I want to walk, usually which is like 30 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. And I'll loop around my house, right? And I'm pumping it, whatever song. I get a playlist that I do not know. It's not no playlist that I have saved where I know the songs. I mean, you could do that too. But I feel like it's better when you don't know it, because now, you're going to get that pump. Right? Yeah, so you can be active whatever way you please. If you have stairs in your building, in your house, go up and down a few times. Literally, like, forget stuff intentionally. So if you got a bag full of things that you want to take from one space to another, take one thing at a time. And that's you being active, right? And make emphasis on the moves. Being active could also be you just practicing breathing, which is the thing I showed you in the point before. So it's all on this up here and being creative. So don't think that you have to follow some cookie cutter way of being active like the world shows you. And you don't have to be a certain size or at a health point to do it. You do it at whatever is challenging for you. Number 3, journal. Another one that I'm not typical about. So journaling for me varies. I don't even want to say bored, but I like to vlog differently. So I would take pictures of myself. I would take pictures of myself in a certain outfit. I would also do videos like this, but I don't post them. And I'll just talk on whatever is bothering me at that point or whatever I achieved at that point. And you have so much going on in your life that I promise you, even the 30-day difference, when you play back a video, you're gonna be like, what the heck was I talking about? Or, oh yeah, I remember, there's maybe one or two, a few things that you may remember, but I feel like it's just nostalgic to sit back and look at yourself and see the difference of how short of a time you can grow. You can write down in a journal, like write out a story. I unintentionally tried out writing 5 things. I saw somebody say, hey, just write 5 things um, a day that turned out good for you. And this was a few years ago. I'm still doing that now. Like, I've not stopped. I have books now from every day, 95%, because sometimes I did forget, or if I traveled. Anyway, I didn't take the book with me. But anywho, I stayed on top of it, and I've been staying on top of it, and I log at least 5 things a day of um, things of gratitude. Right now, it can also be something negative, but that also turned out to be um, positive for me. So I was logging stuff um, that troubled me, but I would log it in the way of how I conquered it. Like, I walked away from punching somebody in their face. That is growth, and I'm grateful for that. And I know the universe was just like, okay, fist bump, that's growth. Everybody's growth look different. So journal, you want to write a story, do that. You want to write 5 bullet points, you do that. Take pictures. Um, if you're doing something with your weight, write your measurements like every 30 days, you know, spice it up. Do it however you like. It's you. There's no wrong or right of journaling. Number 2, meal prep. Okay, so with meal prepping for me, it is again not the typical way. Maybe you have already done this, maybe you do this. I usually like to, when I purchase or get my produce, I will prepare more than half of it. So the fruit and the chlorophyll, like the veggies and stuff. And I'll have them both in big bowls in the refrigerator ready to grab, because sometimes I will come home, even with meals in my head, something that happened outside has affected me and projected on me, and I didn't really let it off, and I want something sweet. So guess what? I got the fruit there and it's ready to go, so there's nothing to sabotage. Booyaka. Same thing with the savory. If I am hungry, like a lot of the stuff that I prepare doesn't take long, but in the midst of wanting to just chew, I have the salad there. Um, I have the salad there, and I can eat that, right? Um, Also, when you are traveling, I would say have a little snack bag, because you never know if you're going to make a pit stop and you go somewhere and then all your family and friends is going somewhere where you don't eat, and you see everybody eating, and you're going to be like, damn, maybe I should get some fries, or I should do something from here, right? And then it's tempting because it's not in your space, but you are in that space, and it's again tempting. So cucumbers, bell peppers, um, whatever granola snack, right? Um, a granola snack that you can make. Like, I don't really want to recommend mixed nuts, because I like to soak dry nuts and fruit and make snacks for myself. But if you are in that space, then do that. But I would just say have a small amount of that. Um, or even have you a little Tupperware salad, whatever you feel like carrying that you think will do you justice. Carry that so you could be on deck, or have you a whole fruit like an apple or banana. I don't, them baby bananas. Um, what else? Grapefruit, pineapple. Well, no, you gotta cut up the pineapple. Tangerine, whatever. So have that on deck so you could keep yourself cool from overeating, because then once you eat it, you say, okay, I'm gonna have this first, and then if I really, really, really want to tap in with my family, I'll feel like that after. I'll see what I feel like after I eat this. And then the satiation is, kind of at least for me, sways out because now I done ate what I ate. And the parasites is not going to win in that moment. Now, the parasites have won a few battles, so I'm not going to sit here and play y'all like a piano. Um, but just still be prepared because 9 out of 10 times, even if you have the bag with you, you don't eat the stuff, you are still going to be mindful because you have these items with you. And again, this has worked for me, um, even if I did eat out. So I would still be mindful of an appetizer that I got or whatever. Now, you can even take it to the extreme. If you want to do eat your stuff, you could tell a waiter or whoever tries to stop you from eating and be like, listen, I have true dietary allergies. And if I eat any type of anything in here, you know, it's over. I blow up at the blink of an eye. Or talk to a manager or supervisor. And then when they hear them words, they usually be like, oh, okay, well, you go right along and you do your thing. All right, so meal prepping at home and meal prepping on the go, make it easy. You don't have to be like cooked big gourmet meals and be the same thing 2 or 3 days at a time because yeah, that gets boring. You could just have that big old salad in the fridge and then you could jazz that up with different things throughout the week. You know, you could have your if you eat rice, if you're still eating meat with chicken in your salad, or you could have your salad with some stir fried veggies another day, or you could just have the salad by itself. It's variations when you just have it, bam, sitting in that big bowl. At least that works for me. Number one, online support. All right. Now, we know we have 50-50 when it comes to support with the people in our real life, right? And I mean that in the truest sense that I'm saying it. You have some people who want to support you, don't have no idea what the hell's going on, but they're like, yeah, I'm rooting for you here. And then the other 50, they just like, well, I won't root for you until the world roots for you. So the strangers will have to support you first before I support you, right? So, whatever. It's okay. And the reason behind that, real quick, is you have a relation with these people and you're close to the reality of what they are not doing. So you're working on yourself. They're not working on themselves, right? That's the one example I'm gonna give. That's why a lot of people are like that when it comes to supporting someone they know. And you can argue me down. That is a valid fact over here. And I'm not changing my mind. But the people online could connect a little bit more because they're probably going through it, right? So let's say juicing. I'm gonna use that as an example. You got your family members like that 50% that's supporting you, that kind of like get it, but they don't get it. But then you have people in the group that you're in, or yeah, that you've joined, and they get it because it's like they want to juice for 60 days. That's just out of this world. That's boinkers to them. It's 90 days you want to juice. That's out of this world. So you telling your family, they're like, okay, great. You're gonna starve yourself. They don't understand, right? So the connection is a little different, although they want to support. These people here, they want to support and they going with you. You're gonna have people in that group that you join who have already accomplished it, who are already starting their way on the journey. So you could get support that way. Or you're gonna have people who are gonna be looking at you for completing this. They're gonna be like, wow, I saw when you first posted about your juicing journey and now you're here. This, how did you do it? Type thing. So you're gonna have all of these um, reactions and interactions with people, whereas your family is just like, okay, great. And then, like I said, the other group just like, okay, right? So the online support is going to be there regardless. You can If you're on Facebook, I don't know any other social platform that has the capacity that, you know, you search the group. Oh, they have these meetup groups too now. Just to think about that. Well, you could search like somebody juicing for wealth, somebody juicing for health, somebody juicing for whatever long days it is. Somebody's water fasting this way, somebody's doing just vegetables, somebody's being a fruitarian. You go put just one word in, and you'll find a list of people who are, or groups of those who are doing almost the same thing, if not the same thing as you. And all you gotta probably do is just answer a few questions, and they'll let you in the group. And there you go. You already got your other support. So then now you got your 50 from your family, and you got like 150 from these groups that you're in. And you could get in countless number of groups. You could join 10, you could join 20, you could join one. It's all up to you, you know. And I wouldn't take anything personal when you join these groups, because everybody wants to be doctors. Everybody wants to impose what works for them on you. There's some people who are smart and would say, you know, I suggest, like I'm one of these people, hey, I did this, and I would suggest, you know, see, but I always do this, but try X, Y, and Z out, or try it out and see if it works for you, and do your research. Bonus accountability. Okay, so you are here because you keep repeating, right? Here is where you can get past this plateau. Outside of doing the 7 things we already just went over, this right here, I believe, is going to be like the deal breaker for you. So you can be accountable with someone that you know, and with someone that you are not so personal with, where, you know, you just check in with them just for that. And it doesn't have to be, so again, no family member, no friend, maybe an acquaintance, where you guys maybe have similarities. If you're in a group with someone, buddy up with somebody, right? But being accountable, and you can be accountable different ways. So I worked with quite a few groups of people where like money was the thing for them. And for them to be accountable, I had to make it challenging. So I was the unbiased in the group, and they had to weigh in. And initially, I was saying, oh, you know, $5, you know, for every time you put a pound on. That was nothing to these people. So guess what I did? I went home and thought about it, and I said, you know what? For every pound you put on, you're gonna add a 0 behind that. And that's how much money you're gonna owe when it is weigh-in time. So you better be on your A game. And better believe that worked with the first group I did it, and the groups after. Because guess what? If you're putting on 1 pound, you dropping $10 in this job, because it was a weight loss challenge. You put on 2, you got to add the 0. Same thing, keep going up. And if you put on 10, you're adding a 0. You're putting $100 down. So, and me being unbiased helped with them being truthful, right? Because guess what? I mean, like, I maybe they probably would have did it if I was doing it, the challenge with them. I don't know, but me being unbiased helped the situation a little bit more. Helped them when they did have to put that money up, to drop it like it was hot. So that is an idea for you. If money makes you move like that, you don't want to, you know, lose your money. You'll be on your A game, I bet, because everybody was on their A game. Not anything under 1 pound, we wouldn't add anything. But 1 pound and up, you better believe we were doing it. You could be accountable by vlogging like this, right, where you do videos and you can post on your Instagram. And let me tell you, people look at videos, they bother me. it's like a bittersweet thing because you look, you don't say nothing. It's just like it's ghost town. People just literally are stalking people. It's okay because the content's still out there. But I guarantee, without the people writing anything or even liking anything and just looking, they're waiting for you to post about day 10, day 20, day 30. They're gonna be looking for it. They may not message you, they may not say nothing, but I guarantee right back here, they like, where that? Where Marisha at? She ain't post. She said on day 1 she was gonna post on day 10. It's now day 12. Where's she at? Why she ain't post? Sometimes some people do speak up and say, hey, I saw that you said you was doing this challenge. What day are you on? Are you still doing it? So put that energy out there and you'll have a few people following you, whether it's real life folk who low key watching you on the internet or it's the strangers who could connect, right? Um, and also, I know we are big on a to do list, and sometimes the to do list can just go far beyond, right? I say make a today list, not a to do list, but a today list, and get the stuff done today, whatever it is that you need to get done. And you can still have a list of things that you need to prioritize and handle, but what can you get done today? Be accountable for that today. Um, and you can also post, well, I don't know if you want to post your list, but set an alarm for it to get it done. Be accountable. There's so many ways that you can do it. You can make an alarm to get something done or remind you to get it done. Tell somebody, a stranger or somebody that you know. Make it challenging for you to be accountable because if you just say, oh, hey, yeah, I just got to mark the calendar, maybe that may not work for you. Maybe you need to tell somebody. I hope, I really hope that these 7 tips that I share with you to be a healthier version of yourself help you like they helped me. They still are helping me, okay? So everything that I share with you today is what I'm applying to myself, even in the midst of going through challenges and uphill and downhill. Listen, it's all about being consistent with anything. All right. So, see, one of the 7 tips. Anywho, until next time, you already know I will talk to you soon. Peace. Make sure you get your copy of my health and wellness ebook today.